welcome to another episode of the Not For Nothing podcast. Today we have a very controversial topic to start with. And as New Yorkers and as Sarah's more actually Italian.
You're Italian through friendship.
Yeah, I'm Italian through just like the amount of pasta I consume in a week.
Yes.
Let's talk about what the most mid pasta type shape is. And I think for dramatic purposes, we should say it at the same time on the count of 3.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay. So 3,
1,
2,
3.
1. Penne.
Angel hair. Penne?
Like, it's just lame.
No, it's not.
I would rather a rigatoni than
Rigatoni
or a
over
fusilli.
penne. A fusilli sometimes. I think I'd prefer a penne over a fusilli for eating.
Okay, I will say there are specific instances in which I like angel hair.
Which?
And we have had this conversation in the past where we disagree. And as a girly with a sensitive tummy, sometimes when I'm like feeling like food is kind of poison and I just need like something simple, I'll do angel hair with just like some black pepper, Parmesan, and butter.
But what does angel hair do that spaghetti can't, is my question.
It just gets a little mushier.
That's disturbing. So you overcook the
I don't
angel
overcook
hair.
it. It's just like by virtue of it, like,
well, you know,
being
you say
smaller.
You say you don't overcook it, but it's like, how could you not? That's one of the problems
That's what
with
I'm saying,
angel
like,
hair.
I'm still doing it as al dente as possible, but because it is a
Skinny.
it's more of like a ramen vibe of a texture.
It's less than a ramen.
But no, that's why you need to be very careful with it. You have to only put it in for like a few minutes.
Also, like penne that has like ridges is acceptable. Penne without ridges is boring.
Penne without ridges is like what you used to. It's like a wannabe ziti.
Yeah, for some reason, Spony Garden uses the penne without ridges.
Weird. I love a fusilli. I love any form of swirly pasta.
Yeah.
I love like a fettuccine. I love a spaghetti.
I love
a bucatini.
I love a bow tie.
Love a bow tie.
And a curly instead of an elbow for a pasta salad. A bow tie or a swirl.
Yeah.
The big swirl.
I take back my penne. I think elbow is the most mid.
Elbow's only for mac and cheese. You can't use it otherwise.
It's disgusting used otherwise.
I like it only in mac and cheese.
So yeah, angel hair needs some representation and some respect to its name.
Angel hair should be abolished.
You know what I absolutely used to love as a kid?
What?
The rackets.
What is that?
You've never seen the racket shaped?
Is it like
pasta?
the square grid? The grid?
It's like the wheels.
Oh, why did you call it rocket?
Rackets, like tennis rackets. There's one that's shaped like a tennis racket.
What?
Yeah, let me.
I've seen an actual wheel.
Let me find
like
this for you.
Like
tennis racket pasta.
Bizarre.
Yeah, look, it's like from like the supermarket.
I like a shape because it gives a chew. Like I like a wheel shape.
I love the wheel shape.
I
It's
like
so
the
fun.
radiators. Trader Joe's made some bootleg radiators as well.
Look, this is what it looks like.
Oh, I've actually never seen that before. It looks like an Eggo waffle.
Yeah, but it's a racket.
Wow.
Is that so fun?
DiCecco. Nice.
Like it's like a...
Oh, it's literally called racket. I never have seen that before.
Wow. That was like a big one in my house growing up.
Mm-hmm.
It was so fun.
It's the summertime. I want to swim all the time. I've been going to the beach as often as possible, meaning the last 2 weeks. And, you know, we plan to go to the beach this week together.
Yeah.
If all is good with the weather.
Where do you go to the beach in New York?
I like Greece. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I like Greece.
Yeah.
Manhattan Beach. New York, Manhattan Beach.
Yeah.
Manhattan Beach here as well.
Yeah.
And you?
When I'm in New York?
Yeah.
I was big on Brighton for a while.
Me too. I'm over it though.
Yeah, it got a little too like dirty, the water a little bit like
and crowded.
Yeah, and super crowded. controversial opinion, I low-key love the Jersey Shore.
Not controversial. I have an agreement.
At some point, like, if you're not already in South Brooklyn, you're probably facing the same amount of time.
Exactly.
Like, from Manhattan to get to Jersey Shore or to the beaches in Brooklyn.
Yes, I was going to say, like, yeah, South Brooklyn, it's like 5 seconds to get to Coney.
You're so close already.
It's so close to
and
Coney.
My sister, too, it's like you can literally, you're hopping
just
on the train, you're so close.
Yeah, even, okay, another
thing. But, like, for
thing.
me, it's already, I'm doing a transfer, might as well just, like, go to, like, take the fucking path and then...
After a long beach day, I will never take the train home.
Really?
Under any goddamn circumstance.
I feel like that's part of the New York, like, struggle. I
won't do it again.
Everybody's so tired, so burnt, so salty, and you're on the subway, and you're just, like...
I've paid my dues. I've done it.
Cold AC.
I have done it so many times over that I can't do it anymore.
I Ubered once with my dad from the beach. It's really not that bad.
I Ubered from Orchard Beach home when I lived in the Bronx.
Yeah.
But I will never go to Orchard Beach again. Okay, so in New York, also I love Jones Beach.
Yeah, classic.
Jones Beach is a good one. But you know what I realized the other day? Beaches aren't free anymore. They're not free to attend.
Wait, what do you mean?
You have to pay to park.
Yeah.
For a lot of beaches, you have to pay a toll.
Yeah.
And yeah. That's about all.
Well, fun fact, did you know that New York City is one of the only cities with a flat fare transportation system?
No way.
Usually, like, it increases per
by how
zone,
far you go. Yeah.
And New York is a flat fare because in the establishment, like in the creation of the metro system and the subway system, they wanted working class New Yorkers to be able to go to the places like City Field or where like the Flushing Meadows, because those are like on the like terminus of one line, and then the beach and Coney Island is on the like end of the other line. And so it was for people to be able to go like from all parts of the city to the outer parts of the city that had all these attractions for leisure.
Wow, that's actually good on New York. And
so isn't that interesting? So it's like kind of interesting that it's like, yeah, you do need to pay for parking and stuff like that, but you could still just pay the $2.75 in the subway.
No.
Agreed.
You can't make me. Yeah. And I think Jersey beaches now, they charge like an entry fee.
That I wouldn't be surprised.
$8 or so. I was told that the other day.
And like some beaches are only accessible by ferry.
Which?
There's a few that I've been to, I forget where, and they like leave in financial district, and I feel like their cost of the ferry like covers the cost of the whatever, because you can only get there through ferry.
Have you ever been to a beach club?
In my life? I don't know. Like a proper beach club?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Near me, growing up, there's like an army base that everybody likes to go to, which is like a membership only thing, and you have to know someone to get accepted. Same with the beach club near Reese. What beach club is it? I want to say it's not Brighton Beach Club. I can't remember the name of it, but it's at Reese as well.
Like Rockaway.
A lot of kids growing up families used to be members of it, and you get like a little cabana area.
I mean, I've already told you where my mom stands on membership and clubs. Like, we're like anti anything organized. Like, we're not part of any clubs, not members of anything. Yeah. Even like joining a gym is like a little too far for my mom.
It's like, I don't know.
Oh my God. Or it's like when we're at like a store or whatever, and they're like, can I have your email? And she's always like, no.
Nope. I don't blame her. I need to start being more
like your boundaries are so
I was just gonna say I need to be firmer in my boundaries.
Digital boundaries.
I love that actually. Okay, so we've been talking about like different. I've been considering upgrading my credit card for new features. Basically, what features do you look for in a new credit card, or in a credit card in general?
So I feel like I'm relatively new to the credit card world. I really only recently got a credit card. Okay. And like I used to be paid mostly in cash anyways because like weed. So I didn't really like need any
Yeah.
Like, I wasn't depositing the money, so, like, I don't really want...
Right.
How would I pay the credit card bill?
Right. You just wanted to less
I'm
access,
just living a cash life.
Give cash.
Just cash
use
life.
It.
But I recently got one.
Okay.
And I'm trying to discover more. I did get TSA pre-check for free with my credit card, which was very cool.
That's a sick feature. That's one of the features I'm going after.
Literally one of the only features I think HSBC is like competitive in, because the rest is absolutely bullshit.
And I want people to know that, and none of this, of course, is financial advice. Like, we're not qualified to give financial advice in any way, but we do love a good reward. But, and it's also not sponsored. Like, we're just curious about, like, how to upgrade. So I think that one thing I'm looking for is access to the lounge for Delta. I only fly Delta, really.
Yeah.
Miles, TSA pre-check is like a sick feature. And I want people to know that if you're like an independent contractor or you travel for work or something, your credit card is tax deductible. So if they have a $500 monthly fee, you can deduct that on your taxes for your expenses, for your business, for your small business.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then sometimes it comes with other rewards. Like one of the ones we were checking out last night has like, it gives you like $100 Saks gift card.
Yeah. And so like entertainment credits. I need to look at mine too. I think I may be able to get some sort of credit for something.
And cash back also. Yeah. That's a reward I look for. Like, 1%, 2% on like grocery or dining out or things like that.
I know. I've been trying. It's really annoying because I go to the cheap gas station and they don't take credit cards.
Oh,
they only take debit or cash.
Oh, wow.
But I get rewards if I buy gas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
it depends how much cheaper it is. It's like, does it come back in the reward?
That's the math I have to be doing.
Yeah.
But that's like a true LA problem because gas is so expensive.
From place to place. And I guess the stations are few and far between.
It's oh my God. Yes.
That's the annoying part.
It was absolutely absurd. I've never let my car go low on gas. And yesterday we like start up the car and I'm like,
she's like, we can't turn the AC on.
I'm like, we can't turn the AC on.
I have like no gas in my car right now. I'm like, okay,
don't worry. 5 miles left.
Yeah.
I could see the gas station.
It was a matter of like, we're underprepared and driving a lot.
It was not, I was not on my best behavior. But it's okay. We made it through. We made it to the gas station and I used my credit card.
Question.
Yes.
Do you think ghosts, like the form that you go to as a ghost, like what happens to like acne? Like I'm thinking like if I died and I had a really bad pimple, would I have the pimple in the afterlife, you think?
I think the question really relies on the fundamental concept of whether or not ghosts sweat.
Fucking great question.
Because if ghosts don't sweat, there is no acne.
But what if the acne was there before you died?
I would hope, and you know what? I'm establishing this rule. You become a ghost in your most perfect version of yourself.
Love that version. But then my next question is, what if that's not the case? And what if when you die, you have the lesions and the shit that happened when you died? So like let's say
scarring?
Yeah, like if you were stabbed in the face or the chest, if like you just always have a knife sticking out of you in your chest or face,
Well, here's to hoping it's the first option.
I hope it's the first option, So mote it be. Okay. Also, I'm curious about getting high faster.
It's all about efficiency.
It is all about efficiency,
right? The girls need to know about efficiency.
So, a couple tips for getting high faster. Number 1, the fastest delivery method is pretty much always inhalation. Yep, inhalation of some kind. So if you're hitting a weed vape or a doobie or a blunt or a joint, whatever, a bong, that is the fastest way to feel something. It's like usually within a few seconds.
Yeah.
But I would put up there, like in terms of digesting, I want people to know that like if you're eating an edible, for example, if you like kind of suck on it and like keep it in your mouth to like melt, if it's like chocolate or something, because of the mucous membranes in your mouth and the veins in there, you actually would feel it faster than if you had just chewed and swallowed. So
interesting.
Yeah, let it sit there and marinate for a minute.
So what you're saying is team suck, not team swallow.
Team suck and team swallow after that.
But a delayed swallow.
Kinky.
That's what I'm saying.
Gargle with it for a minute is what I'm saying.
Apparently you're supposed to delay the swallow.
Yep. You know.
Not my vibe, but to each their own. But okay, do you remember when, and this may be true or not, I don't know, this is highly contested, but do you remember when everybody used to say to drink orange juice or to eat mangoes?
It's true, though. It is true. It's like marginally true, but it's like it's true in the way that the entourage effect contributes to a different type of cannabis experience. So anytime you're adding terpenes to the experience, you do get higher in a way that, you know, you feel a different type of entourage. So the high might feel slightly different than it would just with the strain on its own in a regular paper.
Do you think it's just the sugar?
No, it's the terpenes.
Okay.
Yep.
Agree to disagree.
Why? I mean, like there's terpenes in weed as there are in fruit, high levels. So it's like, you know. Yeah.
I think you're increasing your like flavor situation, but I don't think you're like actually getting higher faster or like.
I don't know if you're getting higher faster. It's a different type of high than it would be if you didn't take that. It's like smoking a salad, essentially, where you put multiple strains in. Rather than smoking the original strain, you kind of get, it feels like a different vibe overall because you're smoking two different weeds at once with two different terpene profiles. So that's kind of like smoking a joint and eating a mango, or smoking a joint with a terpene-infused paper. So we do have some terpene-infused papers. These by Budmaster Blunts.
So instead of like having a lemonade, you could have a super lemon haze.
Yeah, no, literally. If you rolled, exactly. Like, isn't that pretty cool? So that is an option for people who like adding flavor to their joints. Or blunts. Or like herbal hemp cones.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your tips for getting high faster? Anything specific? We can also talk about nanotechnology. Boof it. Put it in the butt.
The edible will hit faster if you just like don't eat food.
That's true. No, it's true. If you like are starting your day with a wake and bake in your food,
If your girl dinner is just weed and coffee and water, you will probably get higher than if you were to like have a full meal prior.
Yeah, exactly. Totally. I agree with that.
I don't condone skipping meals. Intermittent fasting is not super safe. Please eat healthy, eat your vegetables.
I also heard that intermittent fasting is bad for people who have PCOS.
I mean, intermittent fasting is just like
it can be benefit, I think, but
I think it's the acceptable male version of eating disorders that society has promoted. And
like, I understand, of course, that there is medical benefit to it in certain cases with certain conditions, but I don't think that it should be the standard that we're all trying to follow or chase after.
And
it's
as you were saying, like, I think if you have like chronic stuff, intermittent fasting can be really not great.
Or as well, exactly. Like, it could go either way.
It's not good. So
talk to your doctor.
It does make you maybe higher, but
totally. Yeah.
What about the RSO and the belly button? You were talking to me about this, and I was like a little confused.
So like, it's funny. I actually was looking through our comments section, and people were mentioning RSO and the belly button. And I did some research, and apparently, when you putting oil in the belly button is not like a new phenomenon.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like
this is like an ancient thing. Yeah. Like, it was in Ayurvedic medicine. Like, people would put essential oils in the belly button.
Yeah.
But it's said because there's so many nerve endings and like veins going through that system, and it's right in the center of your body.
Yeah.
So it's like right in the middle where it can directly impact your whole system. So because of that, people have been putting applications in belly buttons. And though I read that in a piece by Sophie St. Thomas in High Times that says it can't get you high, the feeling of being high, it has more of like a body effect like CBD would.
Yeah.
There are people who say that they put things like RSO, which is like really strong Rick Simpson oil. That's like concentrate, essentially, decarbed. if you put it in your belly button, they can feel it. So I'm actually planning with another creator to do the test ourselves and see how we feel. And we'll do an eye check and show how it looks. Yeah. But if you've done this method, please leave a comment. Let us know what you think if it has gotten you high. But we'll see.
I'm trying to think what other random tricks we used to do to get higher quicker or like more efficiently.
Making a gravity bong.
Yeah, but I never really understood what part of that, like, I guess it just stretches your weed, but
it stretches your weed and it's just a massive hit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the gravity is pulling it, like you're not wasting your lungs on actually
inhaling. Like pulling. Yeah, you're to do is accept it.
Only on inhaling. So like gravity bong, getting higher faster
is the most
with a dab.
Availability.
Yeah, exactly. Literally. Yeah. So let us know what tricks you use.
Yeah, I'm curious what people are doing these days.
Well, thank you for joining us at Not For Nothing Podcast again. We will see you next Tuesday. Follow me at How Can I Help You? My name is Sarah ElSayed, and I'm joined with Natasha.
And you can follow me at Natasha PRZ or Pussyweed. And don't forget to follow the pod at Not For Nothing Pod. And we'll see you next week.
See you then.